5. Oh, Attila the Drum have changed weapons, look. Onslaught, so plucky, and Razor, so formidable. Attila the Drum with Bernie Ryder, the team captain, on the left-hand side there. Aisha next to him. Oh, the Onslaught boys arriving in the middle, a little bit late, and Razor on the right. There's Spawn of Scudder. And Behemoth, a heavyweight. Spawn of Scudder boys on the left-hand side. Darren Ball, Graham Warner, and Luke Chapman work together. Customary bright start from Razor then, from the right-hand side of your pitch. In comes Onslaught! Oh, as plucky as ever to take on Razor. Behemoth trying to flip Onslaught, don't know why. It's got a very effective streamer. Razor tried to, crumple and puncture the front scoop of Behemoth. Now attacking Spawn of Scudder with a sharp teeth front. Trying to puncture Spawn of Scudder as it did Vercingetorix, and look at Onslaught, the wheels may be spinning. The hearts, though, of Razor fluttering under the attack of Onslaught, tremendous. And Behemoth and Razor now against Spawn of Scudder, but that was the push from Onslaught, which shows tremendous power. Razor takes Spawn of Scudder in a grisly grip, and Attila the Drum keeps on trundling on. In comes the ref bot to have a look at Spawn of Scudder. Are they immobilised? Razor almost turned over, though. Now we know that Razor can flip itself using that winged claw mechanism. Do you see that? It's over on its side. We know they can ride itself. A little help from Onslaught. Topsy-turvy. I think Razor should be okay, but Behemoth is in there and putting pressure on them. And Onslaught, and time is ticking down. Razor will have to prove they are not totally immobilised. Spawn and Scudder, Behemoth, they're all combining against Razor, the favourites, and Razor up and ready to take on Onslaught. Onslaught on its side, that means it's vulnerable if it's on its side. If it's flipped over, it can stream it, but not if it's on its side. They're okay, they're away. Razor trying to exact some sort of revenge on Behemoth, and there goes Attila the Drum. If in trouble, run away, live to fight another day. In they come, little smack of the mace down on Behemoth. Onslaught snapping away there once again. Onslaught and Razor both toppled. Who can ride themselves the quickest? Onslaught are up. Razor not far behind them there. Look at this. Onslaught, 1, 2, 3, up and over she blows. And Razor just behind. Those are the two impressive robots for me so far in this Annihilator. The most impressive. Again, Razor using that wing mechanism. Attila the Drum, a little bit of force, a little bit of power to try and keep them over. And a slam down of the mace. I don't think that's going to cause too much damage, to be brutally honest. Spawn of Scudder on the attack. A Razor here, you know, they're going to have to flick themselves up and over. And Spawn of Scudder, well, they could rue that ultimately, helping Razor to right themselves. That is not good controlled aggression from Spawn of Scudder. And should it go to the judges, they will be marked down on that. I don't quite know how the judges would mark Attila the Drum, to be honest. They just seem to be a mad twirling thing to me. Razor puncturing Behemoth right behind the scoop. Look, it's got in on the scoop mechanism, Razor, to try and disable the scoop of Behemoth. Trying to cut the weapon effectively. It's a pneumatic scoop. Oh, in on the side now of Behemoth. Taking punishment. The great 80-kilo machine from Hemel Hempstead. Attila the Drum buffets. Behemoth tries to ride the pressure from Razor. Has a chance to get away, but it's not the quickest at 6 miles an hour. Razor here, like a dog with a bone, after Behemoth. It will not let it alone. It's trying to worry it to rove pot oblivion. Spawn of Scudder trying to stay out of trouble, and Oblivion wisely also, because this is the duel that matters now. It's how long Behemoth can survive. And Michael and Anthony Pritchard, the brothers, with Kane Aston in support as well, trying to steer Behemoth out of trouble. I don't think they can. I don't think it's moving at all. I think Behemoth have been immobilised. I think the end is nigh for them. Razor worrying it tenaciously. Spawn of Scudder there, top of your picture, and of course, yes, Attila the Drum. And it's Behemoth for me who will go out here. Onslaught, a little bit of a busy run, but stay out of trouble, Onslaught. That's the message for them now. With Alan Wood, the Harpo Marx look-alike, and his son David and Mark Holland in the team. And this is Spawn of Scudder under pressure from Razor. Had enough of Behemoth. They think Behemoth have finished. Well, it is moving, but only just. Now Spawn of Scudder. Look at them. They think they're out. Spawn of Scudder, the Essex boys! Think they've been immobilised, and look at this attack on Attila the Drum now from Onslaught. It's all happening in front of us in the Northern Annihilator. Something came off there. Behemoth are out of it. Spawn of Scudder, have they survived? Goodness me. They applaud. Will they get the judge's decision? The attack on Spawn of Scudder by Razor early on under pressure from Onslaught. I love Onslaught. Razor on its side. Behemoth on the attack there. Onslaught. Again, Onslaught flip, Razor flip, both righting themselves. But Spawn of Scudder and Behemoth, the two most in trouble. This is the punishment Behemoth took from Razor. And I don't think there was a lot of life left in Behemoth before the attack on Spawn of Scudder. Certainly their team looked most unhappy. Who goes out? Who stays in? Let's see. The judges have said Spawn of Scudder were totally immobilised, and Behemoth still had a little life left to join Onslaught, Attila the Drum, and Razor.
Spawn of Scudder! Bad luck, team. You must be gutted.
Yeah, we are a bit. It wasn't even Razor that's knocked us out, so...
Who was it then? What happened?
We don't know. We've just seemed to have lost either reception or power from the receiver to the rest of the robot. Dead in the water.
Oh dear.
We could only really go backwards, which meant we couldn't get the spike on them.
Oh no, the beautiful 120 mile an hour spike.
The spike was ineffective. I mean, it wasn't Razor that knocked the drive out. We don't know what's happened because we've lost everything. The whole thing's dead.
Scrap metal.
Well, it is now.
You've been brilliant. Well done, Tim. Behemoth boys, why are you not frantically hammering and drilling and all that
We've
sort
done
of
all
thing?
our hammering. We've got it all straight now from where Razor bent it. But unfortunately, we found out the gear has slipped inside the gearbox.
And that's your spare?
That's the spare, yeah.
But you haven't got time to put it
No,
in?
it takes about half an hour to swap them over.
Oh, it's so unfair.
I know.
Are you gutted?
Yeah, next time.
Next time, exactly.
More powerful, faster than ever before, ready to win.
Oh dear, what a shame for the Behemoth boys. Out they go. Attila the Drum, Onslaught and Razor. They stay in. Sorry, boys.